Hi, I'm live already. I thought I'd jump on because I've got some fun ahead of me. Actually, I'm cold. I should put the heaters on before I started. I have a lot of stuff going on here on my table. Look at my table. My table is a crazy button haven. Okay, so I am trying to sort my buttons out. I went out and bought some containers, some drawers actually. I have shown them on my little drawer condos. Hi! Look at that. First person on. Go you. So this is my drawer condos. This is one that I haven't opened yet. Okay, so that's what I've got. And I need to fill it. Well, I don't think I'll have a problem filling it. What I do have a problem is, is the dogs might bark. C'est la vie. And I have a ton of buttons. Now, I was speaking to my friend Margaret, who said, got to do a live with your madness of these buttons. But she is with me. They have to be colour coordinated. And I do have some issues where I have like 2 buttons and I can't stick them in these drawers. So I'm going to show you the drawers. The drawers come... Just take these out. The drawers come with a little divider in it like this. Now the divider can be removed and there are 3 different slots. You can see there 3 different slots that you can make them work for you. Oh, you posted the link. Thank you, Sweet Pea. I was gonna 2 people are on now. So I have a lot of buttons, a lot of buttons. Yesterday, I started with the buttons and then I squirreled and went to my hardware for my bags. I'm back. Good. I know you shared the link, Karina. I know you did, darling. Well, I'm going to show you what I did yesterday. Okay. I think what Mr. Christopher was going to do, he was going to come here. Look at my hair. He was going to come here and he was going to tip all my buttons on the floor. Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Right, so I've got this emptied. So all the drawers are out of this one. Okay, they're all on the table. And this one here, we're going to... Oh my gosh, hang on, it's heavy. Right. So, did you feel that, like that thunderous earthquake shake when I put that down? So this is what I've got here. Look at this. So these are my little grommets. Just look at me remembering the names of them. That's the biggest thing, eh? Bigger grommets. So these are all grommets. Why do I have so many grommets? Look, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, 22 little things of grommets, all different sizes. But this has all got all my hardware for my handbags and bags and stuff like that. Bit crazy, to be honest. Tell me I'm crazy, or tell me I'm not. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? So I've got that. Now the thing is, what, groaning when I stand up. Hi, Trisha. So basically, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 extra drawers that don't fit in this one that's got hardware for bags and stuff. So that means I'm going to have a mixture of bag stuff with my buttons. And somehow that is not computing with my brain. I think I need to buy a couple more of these. I got these containers, and this is not a plug. I am not affiliated with Kmart, but there are 60 drawers in this, and each of them have the divider, so it makes 120 drawers, so to speak. So, crazy. Oh, how many do you have of those, Trisha? plushy eyes and eyelashes. I mean, it's heavy. It's really heavy. I literally, and it's got little holes in the back. Oh, shivers. Don't do that, Stacey. Okay. Apparently don't tip it. So it's really heavy. So it's meant to stick to the walls. But Mr. Christopher will come up with a you know, a system. He'll know how to do it. So I'm working out every time I bend down and pick that down. Okay. Yes, groaning again. So what I've got to do is I've got to fill up my drawers. So it's kind of like madness. When I was talking to Margaret this morning, I'd come in from my walk and I had my beanie on. She wanted me to do this with a beanie on. Probably looking at my hair now, probably could have been a good thing to do. And she said, do a live because it will be hysterical. Because apparently I'm a little bit nuts when it comes to, I don't think I'm OCDing about it. Like I do have multi-buttons in the thing because you look at this, I have one button like that. So I have one button. Do I just put one button in? Do I do that? Or do I multi-fingo it? Who needs to come here and help me do this? Who wants to come here and help me do this? Because it's kind of like, yeah, a little bit of a crazy. So I've got all the drawers. I managed to get some buttons where I could take out the middle fold. You'll come and help? Please come and help me. So I took the dividers out of that. So I had some extra dividers. But I went to the cupboard. Come with me. I'll take you to the cupboard. Hopefully it won't make you seasick. I said to Margaret, I've got all my buttons out. And then I discovered these buttons are still here. Oh, look at that. I've got 1, 2, that many. 1, 2, a lot. Still, I haven't taken out to my table. What was I doing yesterday? You know what I am doing? I'm procrastinating. Oh, yeah. You will be there next year if you jump on that Viking Express. I'll still take you. I've got a room here. I got a room. Jump into Queenie's room. It's all set up. It's good to go. You never know when someone might come down and surprise. Work party at mine. Yep, I'll put on the sausages, right? I'll actually won't make sausages. I'll make something yummier than that. But yeah, I'll cook. We can open some bubbly. We can open some soda water. So I am going to just sort of hang out and do stuff. If you got any questions that you want to ask me while I'm doing that, now I look up at the right time to answer the questions because this is my second live I've ever done. This is the second live. So I'm curious and I really want your opinion. So I'm doing pinks at the minute. All right, I've just met a woman who organises people for a living, and she's actually got me in touch. You've seen my buttons, right? You've just seen part of my cupboard. She's just got me in touch with somebody who's going to stop sewing, and they used to do it for business, and they've got a lot of haberdashery, and she's getting me in touch with her to see if I want any of it. Anyway, so I showed her my containers and she's like giddy because buttons are fun to play with. That's what Chris wanted to do. He wanted to tip them all on the floor and play with them. So I want to know, that's my question. So see how many little ones I've got here. And yeah, they're in really good containers for this, but it's really annoying trying to find a button. And I reckon I can cover most things I make. And yeah. Oh, you mean it's awesome that she, or that I can buy some more haberdashery. So I'm going to mix them. Do you think that if I mix them the same size, I mean, it doesn't keep me awake at night at all. It doesn't. I'm quite capable of being able to mix Yep, mix them. Okay, so if I mix, or haberdashery. I don't know what you're saying. You're going to have to say more words. So I'm mix them. Everyone, say yes or no, I should mix them. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with like one or half a dozen. The dogs have gone out to bark. We had a siren go past before and they were howling and howling. It was a bit of a, I actually opened the house so they could go up in house. Mix them, beautiful, right. Okay, I've got one person saying mix them. Hey there, Tutu. You have been MIA, to be honest, but it's okay. You're here now. I'm happy. So they were howling, so I let them into the house because the pitch of my beautiful sound, I mean, it is the ultimate beautiful sound. Thank you, Trisha. I've got the whole mix-it going on, so I'm happy with that. So I'll try and keep around the same sizing, but when I take it out, say I'm looking for a green button because I've done these green ones, and I see one that I like the look of in the thing, I can cover it and tip that out when I'm looking for my garment. I mean, that one, look at that. That's like really mixed up. So there was like two, and you can't have just like two, because that's, I'd have 50,000 of these things. But they're really, I really like them. So if you're in New Zealand, make sure that you, and you need something, make sure you pop down to Kmart. They're 38 bucks. I need more though. Margaret reckons I'm going to go and stick them in the kitchen and file everything into these sorts of things. So I thought I'd just jump on quickly and do a little live and tell you about my buttonage, and we can have a little talk along the way. I know some people have already hopped off, but that's okay because you guys have got lives that you need to get to, and or bed, because I don't know what time it is over there. And yeah, so I thought I'd also ask if there's any other things that you would like me to do on my Tuesday tutorials. The last two I've covered an invisible zip with an invisible zip foot, and I've covered doing a invisible zip with a standard foot. One of the comments was, can I, because I basted it, can I flip it around and come up? Yeah, that's the kind of tin that Chris has. 11p, yeah, well, you'll be up for another 3 or 4 hours there, Karina, won't you? Just saying. Yeah, so I just need to know what else. 4 p.m. then. Oh, so you got like lots of time to play with me, Trisha. Yeah, so I need to know what other little things that you would like me to do on Tuesdays, that you think that I could teach you or show you my version of doing it, because I'm not going to proclaim to be the know-all and end-all of knowing something, but definitely, can you hear the birds in the background? It's spring here. 10th, oh, how cold is it in Scotland? I think I've almost done this little pink container. I would really love some help. I'm surprised Margaret hasn't shown up, because she's really OCD, way more than me. I put those in there. So another one up, another one empty. It's just crazy madness of buttons. Do you guys think I have too many buttons? Or can you not have enough buttons? I went out and bought, I've mentioned now that I'm I'm making a shirt for His Excellency, the Governor General's husband. Oh, good to see that you've got, yeah, I can't wait to see. Oh, I need an update of those photos, Karina, okay. So I'm making a shirt, and I did buy 2 sets of buttons for him. Oh, is that like 12 degrees? That's what I walked in this morning. You know, I went walking this morning at 12 degrees, and I had my jacket and my rain jacket off, and, well, halfway through. And then on the other day, it was not minus, it was 1.7 degrees. I didn't take anything off. I think I defrosted once I got home. But yeah, it's just the weather here. I just want summer. I want summer to show up. I really do. Look at these buttons. I think these are quite, oh, these look like fruit. That's quite cool, hey? I don't even know where I got them all from. I've acquired them over the years. But I couldn't believe when I went in this morning and found that I hadn't got some more out. 12 to... Really? How hot does it get? Oh, how cold does it get there, Trisha? Because 12 degrees is quite warm here. I know. I grew up in Brisbane. You know, I grew up in Brisbane where it's sunny and it's lovely, and yeah, the hail is like this big. Hail is like that big, and your cars can't really get insured. Centigrade. Celsius. Yeah, not Fahrenheit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Celsius. Yeah, different, Trisha. Sorry, yeah. You'd think that's really, really cold. I've seen the snow on your photos. That we get that nice monthly update view. Karina has the most beautiful views from her deck, her veranda. I don't know what everyone calls it. And it's a it just goes through she takes it the same time every day, and one day it was like, you know, a bit cloudy, and the next day it was just covered with snow. So anyone that doesn't know Karina, she's in Norway, in the place. But yeah, so there you go. Cold. Yeah, that does make more sense now that you know it's not Fahrenheit, eh, Trisha? So yeah. So I went walking today, had my beanie on, trying to get fit, not get fit really, to be honest, trying to get a sense of routine, I think, for walking. Yeah. So any questions about anything that you guys want to ask me? I'm now looking for, yeah, they are all over the place. Like it's spring here and it's still going down to, we're getting a frost. So I can't plant my tomato plants. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. The fact that I haven't weeded the garden, that's going to host my tomato plants. It's got nothing to do with it. I'm not a real gardener. I don't have green fingers, but every year I plant tomatoes. And every year it comes down to when I actually weed the garden, to be fair. I've got so much stuff here. So much. So when I went out and bought those buttons for His Excellency's shirt the other day, I bought like 10 of them. Shirts don't need 10. It's a short sleeve shirt. It is with a mandarin collar, but it's a short sleeve shirt. But you know, because I might want some for something later. That's why I got so many buttons. Do I have any plans for, I don't have all my days for Vlogmas sorted out, but I do have a list. I have actually cut out some patterns. I have written down everything. I got some books from some stuff that I can add to it. And so yes, I am on the hunt for anything else small that you think that I could pop on. I've got, yeah, a few things. Quite excited and scared to do Vlogmas because it is a time-consuming little puppy, that one. But I really do enjoy making something each day. I don't manage to get to buy anything. I haven't managed that, so I guess I'm not fast enough on the buy now button, which is a little bit, yeah, sad for me, really. I wish I did. Oh, if you do Vlogmas, what are you thinking of doing with it? Are you doing like something the same, Karina? It's time consuming, sweetheart. It really is. I didn't find it stressful. I enjoyed it. If everyone likes listening to my drony voice, then that's the main thing. But it's fun. It is fun, and it is quite enjoyable to do it. And then you get like lots of stuff. You have like 24 things. Or if you make like 2 of them, more than 24 things. I am thinking of rolling right into Christmas Day, but I don't know. I do have the children this Christmas, so it will be a huge actual Christmas Day. Last year they were with their father on Christmas Day, and we did our Christmas Day, which I always do a full Christmas Day with my children. We did it on the 30th of the month. So we do the whole wake up early, do the whole Christmas present thing, do the whole Christmas dinner thing. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do this year. So I might not be able to do Christmas Day as such. Maybe I should just do an organised Vlogmas. Yeah, that could be it. Do something for every day of Vlogmas. That would be fantastic. What does everyone else think? Hopefully you guys follow Karina as well. If you don't, you should. Don't know why you don't. But that would be really good. That would be fun every day to see you move or organise some part of your studio. That way you can do it nice and slowly over 24 days. What does everyone think of that for Karina? I think that's a fantastic thing. Maybe I could do a moving in thing too. Watch this space. I mean, literally this space. Watch this space, because it could be a changing. Yeah. Great. You see, Karina, that's it. We've already plugged you for Vlogmas. You are doing an organisational vlog every day, 24 or 12, 24 days. You can slowly move in and sort it. Oh, of course we're voting for an English version. My Norwegian is still not fluent. My English is barely fluent. Oh, did I tell you guys that my daughter got a distinction in music, and she got an award for high results in philosophy. You see, Trisha says English as well. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so I was really proud of my girl. She is just such a winner. Love it. And she, well, considering she was born at 26 weeks, and all the process we had to go through of keeping her and her brother going. Thank you, Trisha. Yeah, I'm in awe over that girl. I love it. Thanks, Dee. Yeah, I know. So I was talking to her headmistress, or her year person. Like, they have a year person that looks after them. Am I making sense? Because I know I don't sometimes. And I was talking to her about her singing. So she's singing on the 29th of November at the Bistro. I hate that word. See, English is not my first language. Okay, so yeah, you've forgotten a little bit of Norwegian, have you, Sharon? Yep, I can understand that. Same. Yeah, so singing at the bistro. So quite excited about that. I love listening to my daughter sing. When she sang the 2 songs at school for her finals, one of the mums there, she was pretty much crying. I mean, Queenie cries all the time, but I'm used to that. And we do mock her. Thank you. We do mock her, Queenie, for crying, but it's a very gentle mock. It's not a nasty one. It's a very gentle mock, because it just shows how, you know, and Queenie's Victoria's godmother. And I'm just trying to think where to put these tiny little green ones. I mean, these are so cute. Can someone tell me where I got all these buttons from? Look at that little thing. I did my... Oh, there we go. You might be related to Karina. I've got Irish in me. My last name's Power, and our family comes from Waterford, and my brother goes over there for the reunion they have. So, yeah, and I love the Irish, I want to say twang, but it's not a twang. It's just so divine. When I went and had my hair done by the trainees last month, can you tell? It's gone all soft again. Yeah, she was from Ireland. Her name was, I want to say Grea. It's spelled G-R-A with a little scummy thing over the top of the A. I need to fill that up. Yeah, I just love it. I had someone, I've got a client that came to me the other day, and her name was Neve. Not spelled like that, but yeah. And so lovely talking to her. I could just keep her here all day just talking to her. But then again, I don't normally shut up, so I talk a lot. I don't talk much, eh? I don't prattle. I think the worst thing about having a live, or any of it really, is that you feel like you're talking to yourself. And you kind of really are. You just hope that somebody answers you. Sort of a hot, yeah. Yep, my mum's English. My mum was born in England. My dad was born in New Zealand. He's got the Irish background. My grandpop was from London, and my nana is from Norfolk, I think. And my mum is from, no, I think mum's from, no, English. She's English. She comes from England. I'm going to pull out another drawer because I want another divider. And actually, I want 3 dividers. It's going to be a rat race at the end of it. I'm just going to be having just colours together, which, yeah, could be quite horrific when I go looking for something. So I mentioned, I think, that I am finally pulled my socks up and have got out Facebook posts in regards to getting people together for a social sew-along. Sewing social. Yep. So I went and had a look at some places the other day, which was fun. And, which reminds me, I bought a red bag from the Salvation shop. I think it was. My mum, my family was, both my mum and dad's names were on the first ships to Australia. Criminal background, you know. So funny. So when we first went to go to Australia, we'd lived in Nauru and the Solomon Islands, and we were back in New Zealand. That's where I was born. This is where I was born, yep, in Auckland. And my mum, to get into Australia, had to go to each country, and each country had to confirm that she didn't have a criminal record because she was still on an English passport. And my funny thing is that, like, you know, a couple of centuries earlier, they only took criminals into Australia. They changed their minds. They don't want any more. Lucky mum wasn't a criminal. Isn't a criminal. Wasn't. She still isn't. But yeah, I always think that's quite the funny thing. But no, definitely we were on the first ships over. My mum migrated to New Zealand on a ship many, many years ago. Many years ago. I want to say 1953. Funny thing is, I believe it was the same ship that Christopher's mum, who's from Scotland, from where the Singer shoppers, Clydesbank. Oh gosh, oh wow, that's awesome, Trisha. Chris's mum's from Clydesbank, and her ship was the same ship mum came over on a year before. There you go. But they're from Scotland, so we're not related. And I believe Clydebank, yeah. What did I say? Clydebank, yes. And her school used to overlook the Singer shop, the Singer factory. I know. How cool would that be? It wasn't so cool in the war, though. That was got bombed in the war, I believe. But it was a very non-safe place in the war. Places are safe. So yeah. So that's a bit of my history. That's as far as I know. My father's brother has done something on the powers side, I believe. But I haven't seen it. So. But yeah, very interesting. Anyone else out there done their heritage? Yeah, that's the word I'm going to use for the day. Because I think it is actually quite amazing. Because I think this is one of the reasons why our bodies are going into a different state of mind. That sounds weird, but into, like, if you go from country to country, many years ago, we had our shape that we had. Whether it's pear shape or voluptuous shape, like over in Brazil, very busty, hourglass, hippie kind of woman, shorter women. This is just that was just a rough on, but because we are so close now, and so the ability to live in different countries and be in to amalgamate our countries is how we find our shapes changing. Okay, so if you look at me, a lot of New Zealanders are the traditional pear shape, small busted and wider in the hips, whereas I have a bigger bust and absolutely no hips whatsoever. Childbearing was not so great for me. All cut out. There you go. And that's how we need to sort of see it, that the patterns that we get are still your standard 34, 27, 36, and we're not that anymore. So that's why it makes it harder for us to pick up something and just make it without having to do 50,000 alterations to a pattern to make it fit us. I believe a dog wants in. I'll just let that. I don't know what she's doing. Come on, Mabel. Willow didn't let me know that you were out there. She normally barks. Do you want to go on your bed, darling? Good girl. Good girl. She's been a bit scared lately because Guy Fawkes and firecrackers have been going off, and she's our little anxiety puppy, and she has been a nightmare to calm down. And some guy on a Facebook post said, well, you guys wanted animals, deal with it. Wow. So, yeah, I was like, what? I actually rescued this puppy, and that was a good thing. So, yeah, so that's why our body shapes are changing and evolving over time, because we're amalgamating with different countries. So, not that my mother was pear-shaped either. She's same body as mine. Yeah, that's where I get it from. And although I did come out naturally fast. So that's one thing we've got to look at when we're judging ourselves and berating our bodies when we go out to make some clothes or buy some clothes. I had a lovely lady in here the other day, and she's my Irish girl, and she had this dress she's wearing to her wedding, which is not a traditional wedding dress. Okay, it's gorgeous bottle green colour, suits her perfectly, but when she put it on, it fitted her girls fantastic, and then everything else was huge. And why would that be? Because everything else measures up to her upper bust, but her bust, it's just flesh. It can be anything. There's no rhyme or reason to our bust, bar possibly what we're handed down through the generations. So the woman at the shop said to her, oh, I just tuck it back here. There's pockets. there are pockets here that she couldn't get into because this woman said, oh, you just make a little pleat there. And I said, no. So I pin some areas and tuck some areas, and I'm going to pleat down under the bust, but keep it flat there, and pleat a couple here. So the pockets will actually sit straight. I said, the reason it's not fitting you, and it doesn't fit you, it fits your girls. And trust me, this is how she will obviously dress herself, because she has to dress herself like that because her girls are big. And I said, and we have to hide our girls. Well, we should walk down the street with our girls falling out. But and the next lady I had, again, she's actually the mother of the groom, and I'm making a little vanity panel. There you go, there's the word. A vanity panel for her to pin in behind her, just above her bust, and it's going to be made of organza. And so it's going to be sort of there but not there, and it's going to match the dress, hopefully, because I got her to pick up 2 pieces of fabric. And because she doesn't want to be the center of attention at her son's wedding, and it's just, yeah, just because and it looked, I mean, the dress looked stunning on her, so it was really good as well. But yeah, just things that we have to do and think of. So for anyone that sits there, and I have clients all the time that come into me and say, I've got a really weird body. And I just like, look at them. No, you don't. You don't have a weird body at all. That's, you're like 50% of the population, you know, so relax. Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. They did work in the fields, and like I said to Victoria wanted to walk the dogs, get the dogs walked twice a day. It's all good, but she won't walk them on her own. So she always says to Chris, come for a walk with me. And he's just come home. Now his job is not sedentary, and he is on the whole time. He is lifting, pushing, moving, whatever, shoving, and he's working hard, which is good because I don't work very hard, and you know, someone's got to do it. And he, you know, and he's tired by the time he gets home. Yet she'll get her father to come over on a Saturday morning and go walking with the dogs. That works for me. I don't walk the dogs because I have scars. I have a scar. See that scar there? Mabel. Yeah, she pulled me over on the road, right in the middle of the road, because 2 little dogs were yapping at her, and she's like, yeah, if you want to talk to me, I'll come over and talk. And next minute, I was legs up on the road in the dark. Yeah. And the guy that was walking, it was the husband and wife were walking their dogs. And I like that little dogs, and I love little dogs. Would love a little dog. Not any more dogs, but you know. And little dogs, yeah. So, and they're trying to hold them and trying to stop them from yapping. And he goes, are you all right? I said, not my first rodeo landing on the ground with this one. And I've got scars all over from that little princess. But yeah, it was, I don't walk them on my own. I walk Willow on my own, but of course I can't get Willow out without Mabel wanting to walk as well. So we have to walk them as a couple. And yeah, and Mr. Christopher does need to start walking them again. It's be good for his health. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Now, I have, would we classify, they were in the green tub. Are you laughing at me, Karina, for falling on my face? Actually, we've got a, oh, I've got a low battery. I went walking this morning for an hour, and that really sucks up the juice. So we've got a pathway that goes down from the deck. You might have seen them in some of my photos I put of the backyard, and it tails across. Now, when Mr. Christopher was building the big fence down there, we got this massive big fence because we go up at the back, and he called me. He said, oh, look, can you come down and have a look at this? I need your opinion. He wants sign off, so I can't change my mind on something. That's what he does. And he goes, I said, yep, no worries. So I went down with Mabel. This is when I only had, oh, sure you weren't laughing at me. Lies. Anyway, so I'm going down, and Mabel's on my right-hand side, the path goes down and then to the right. No. Mabel's on my left-hand side. See, it must have knocked my head, I forgot. And she's on my right-hand side, and I'm walking down, and I was going to cut across the grass and go across the grass to the back fence, to the back gate. And Mabel was like, it's a footpath. You go to the footpath. So as I'm about to step 1 foot, she whacks down to go to the right, knocks me over. I land flat on timber, like boosh down, almost winded. I'm making this up to be more dramatic than it possibly was. Landed winded, and she comes over and is like, oh my gosh, and starts licking me because she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I did that, you know. Mr. Christopher is at the back fence, watches it happen in slow motion. And he's like the whole time, oh my gosh, do I take a photo or do I run and help? Do I take a photo or do I run and help? Anyway, so he ran and helped, and I said to him, always take a photo. Always take a photo. It's about the photos. You've got to get the photos. He didn't take a photo. But yeah, I landed hard on some wood. I remember that. Just because the dog thought following the footpath was the correct thing to do. I now know. Stop laughing at me, Karina. I now know following the footpath is the right thing to do. Yeah. 25 kilos of muscle, that dog is. And the biggest heart in the world, and the biggest anxiety in the world as well. Yeah, whereas Willow, with firecrackers, fireworks, she's just like, oh, roof, what is that? Roof, roof. You know, no concern. But yeah. So that's definitely my tales of woe. Did I make it sound dramatic? No, no photos, no proof. I do think I've got scars on that one too. But yeah, it was, I think, landing on wood and landing on bitumen are the same. I don't think one is harder than the other. One's a bit scratchier than the other. But yes, but I can get Mr. Christopher confirmed this, that it definitely was and did happen. Yeah. But now I'm of that age that apparently I have falls. I don't fall over. I have falls. Oh, see, yeah. I'm coordinated. My daughter can fall over her own shadow. She falls over a hair on the ground. It's a bit funny. Yeah. So I've got more buttons and more buttons. I've done, I think, all the green ones I have out of. Now, I do have a question, right? Before my phone goes flat. I do have a question on these ones. Now, these containers have these little ditties in them. Now, these, they don't fit. Well, they do fit in this, but they don't fit where the bar would go across. And I could probably put 2 down here, like that, but it's like wasted space, eh? Oh, look at those ones. Squirrel. Look at those ones, you know. I have got containers. You know those diamond arts that you do? I don't, obviously, because I have all the stuff up there, but I don't have time. Too busy hand sewing. I'm thinking I could put... Yeah, I know. No, don't fall over. I think that's when Mum doesn't answer her phone. That's my first thought, is she's tripped over something. No, she's not a faller. She doesn't fall over. But, you know, sometimes you just do fall over. And that's like when I can't get her on the phone. It's when I run down and get her. Hey, Mum. You're probably not even on here, but hey, Mum. Yeah, so I do have some little ones. What do you reckon if I fill up a drawer? Now, that like little ones like that, maybe a bit smaller, and they're holding the diamond art. I'm just wondering if I should put them in single in this. Give me your opinion on that. I'd go up and get them, but my phone's like got 20% left on it, and I should let you guys go and do something productive for the day. I'm still slightly procrastinating. I've got some jeans to hem for a client. And I've got a shirt to make for a client. I think I need to put some of these back into the cupboard. And when I get to Kmart again, buy a couple more of those drawer sets. And then I've got to stop clicking that while I'm playing with it. I'm going to put my hands under. Yeah, I have not just small buttons, but like little amounts of them. I have some really small buttons as well. I'm glad you said that. Thank you for answering me. I got some really pretty buttons. Really pretty. Look at these ones. Look at them. They're like roses. Don't look at me. Look at them. Is it zooming into it? I like those. I don't know what I'd use them for. Oh, and these. Those diamonds. Look at them. What would I put them on? Ooh, maybe I need to go through my buttons that are unusual and say, what would I use them for? So I made a jacket many, many years ago. I was living in Auckland, so we were talking over 15 years ago. I made this jacket, and the fabric had metal in it, and it was a real horrid, yeah, a jacket, definitely a jacket. It was really horrid, this particular fabric, and when it creased, you just couldn't iron out the creasing, and that just blows my mind. Okay, I can do that. I can do that, Karina. Karina says that the diamond one should go on a Chanel jacket, which I think's, yeah, definite. These buttons, I had them down the front, and at the time I might have been a bit ignorant on how to make a buttonhole by hand stitching the buttonhole. And so I had those down the front, but I attached the front with these pink-ish snaps. There we go, pink snaps. Oh, they blend with my nails. Yeah, so I had that as my thing. And now, of course, I just make buttonholes with hand-stitched buttonholes. But, yeah, but I have some really, really pretty ones. I do have some more pretty ones in there. When I went to Pete's Emporium with Samuel, and he's freaking out because I'm buying these buttons. Oh, look at these ones. I got a ton of these. Look at that. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, good luck, Trisha. See you later. Thanks for hanging. That was awesome of you to do that. And the rose ones. Such pretty ones. And this one, I think these are nice as well. Oh, that's not even straight. You know, if I did that straight, the tree would be laying down. That's silly. I wonder if I can move it. I'll give that a fiddle when I go and put them on. And then this big one. It's just got a nice diamante to it as well. Bling is the thing. That's what I say. Yes, they are beautiful black roses. There's a song. Have you guys heard the song Black Roses? My daughter used to sing it. It's gorgeous. Then I sang it. But she sings better than me. That's what I'm telling you. Because I know the truth. Okay, my lovely, lovely people. Oh, I've got 11 people on now. Who's on? Can you just type your name in to tell me? Oh, 12. Tell me who's on. I'm really excited to see who is on. Besides Karina, I know that. Sharon's on. Yep. Trisha's gone. And I've got buttons up the wahoo. Up the wahoo. I've got a lot of little pearly ones like this. I've now had cream, pink, and green. That's like little pearly ones. See? I know, 40, you're counting now, 14. I didn't advertise this. It was just a crazy notion that Margaret thought that I should just get my crazy head on in the camera and talk about my... Hi, Tracy. You're the one who said that I was crazy. In a good way. Was it you? I think it might have been. Can't remember. Yeah, so Margaret said, jump on. Put your crazy on there because it's so much fun. But hi. Oh, Jill. I love your last name, Jill. It was my dad's name. It's my brother's middle name. Oh, and remember to hit the thumbs up. You're my advocate there, Karina. You're awesome. You're my moderator. There you go. Oh, yeah, look at my hair. So I'm going to get another couple of these. I need to definitely keep going and sorting them, but I'm going to stop my procrastination for the day. I am going to... Cynthia. Oh, is that your name? I answer you, but I don't know your name. Hi, Cynthia. And I am going to... Is it? Did you know that Ralph was the dog's name of the... What do you call it? It's not a logo. What do you call the... mascot? The mascot of... the mascot of Wrangler Jeans. Did you know that? Because my mum's dad's name was Ralph. My uncle, or her brother, was Ralph, and my dad was Ralph. And I mean, how weird is that? You meet a man and his name's Ralph, and that's your brother's name. So yeah, and he used to work for Wrangler, and he went to, I think, America, and they all laughed because Ralph the dog for Wrangler. There you go. Oh, I've got white ones of those little donny buttons too. Okay, my lovelies, I'm going to go and leave you guys to it. Have a great evening. Yes. Oh, you know that we weren't allowed to call anyone in our family Ralph. Like I wasn't allowed to call anyone after my nana. Her name was Mabel Gertrude. So when Mabel, the dog, is naughty, I call her Mabel Gertrude. Oh, yeah, and yeah. So good night, good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to everybody at the minute. Stay well, stay warm, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. I bought this the other day from Kmart too. Hydrate. It's like, I can go over 2 litres. I had a pink one, but this thing popped off, so I couldn't take it anywhere with me. And no regrets. I don't know if I've regretted starting this. I don't know if I regret starting this, but yeah. Thank you for your company. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to leave you to it. I don't know how to stop this. I think I'm going to tap the screen and it will make it stop. So I hope you get on. Enjoy my stay focused. Karina, when have I stayed focused? It's like 50,000 people in my head are talking at once. I'm not going to touch that comment, to be honest. I could so go somewhere with that. Not gonna. Okay, so I want you guys to have a fantastic one. Stay well, and I will see you next time I'm looking at you. Thanks a lot. I'm going to learn how to close this down so you can probably watch me fumble for a minute. I don't know if I just hit the X. What does that do? That. I don't know how to stop it. Oh, all the writing comes up. Okay, I'm Xing out of this. I'm Xing out of it. Hopefully it works. What's that button do? Oh, at least 1 minute of video is needed to start a highlight. Oh, I'm not doing that. See ya. Oh, here we go.